Cool.
Sure.
All right. Hi, and welcome to Asking the Big Questions with Mel Houghton. I have Leo Marcondes here with me. Leo is originally from Brazil and has been living in London for the last 11 years. And Leo is an property investor. And in the last 12 months, Leo has increased his property portfolio 300% from 13 properties up to 43 properties. And I'm absolutely blessed to call Leo and his beautiful wife, Daniele, and their wonderful two children, dear friends of mine. And so I couldn't think of, it's a shame Daniele can't be with us on the call today, but
Yeah.
I just want to say what you've achieved is amazing. And I know there's so many people out there who, for them, and I know for me personally, it's a huge achievement to have 13 properties, let alone to increase that 300% in 12 months. Can you tell us a little bit about that journey? Because it's absolutely incredible.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thanks, Mel, for
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what we did was we set a plan first. We changed our standards in thinking. We changed our blueprint, and we start studying as well. So we were learning, about ourselves and how could we change our lives in a personal, financial, spiritual, and physical way. So all these four steps. So changing one of them, you automatically start changing the others. So
Yes.
we start for the easiest one, that's the physical. Start doing exercise, start eating properly, and we start getting more energy. So with more energy, we could use that energy to our business. And instead of working hard, as a lot of people believe that should be the way,
Yes.
we started working smart. So, like I used to work 16, 18 hours a day,
Yeah.
crazy hours. But, after a while, you are not productive anymore. You don't produce. There is no way. Your brain is not going to work.
Absolutely.
And, we've learned how to use some techniques and then being able to be fresh all the time. And, we had to take few risks. To triple the business wasn't like, okay, that's easy. I'm going to do that. No. We got a mentor. That's one thing that we did. That, every week we were with him talking and being accountable for what we had as a goal and taking action. Every time that we had that fear, I shouldn't call that person. That was the time that we made the phone call.
Oh, I love that.
And didn't hurt. That's the thing, didn't hurt. Because people believe that, it's just a no.
What was that last bit?
It's just a no.
Yeah.
Sometimes, when you phone someone that they want to get rid of their property, if you put a tick offer, like really low price, they might say to you, no. Well, that's fine. Make 100 of those calls, and then you get, 5%, 10%.
Yeah.
And this is the difference that we made because a lot of people don't take action. They say, okay, that's not for me. I'm not intelligent enough. And I had that. So I had to work on myself first and then be able to work on the business. Once we did that, we worked in ourselves for more than 2 months.
Yeah.
Like understanding our behaviors, our blueprint. And after that, this is the plan. We need to do this and then take action. And we focus on the business full time.
Yeah.
And for the 12 months, we were, all the time thinking, how can we do this better?
I love that.
And few things we changed, like changing for the business. If people are in property, they will know, when you charge admin fee, I wasn't charging that. So I increased in 75K my income in a year. It's just adding admin fee.
Yeah.
And you start talking to other people that are doing well. That's something I've learned as well. So I go and talk to a lot of property investors where they have 100 properties, 200 properties, and I met a guy that he has 600 properties.
Wow.
So, and then 43, my God, I'm not even 10%.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, there is space. If he can do that, I can.
Yeah, I love that.
Maybe he just have something that I didn't, well, I haven't found out yet. And, but at least he's willing to share. And, you know, I'm talking to him once in a week, and he's giving me information. Oh, why don't you do these ways? And then, you know, follow the ones that it already did. That's the easiest way to get where you want. So,
Oh, there's, I hope.
that. And it took, 12 months.
Absolutely. I hope
Yeah.
people who are listening to this call, I hope they were, taking notes, paying real attention, because there's a whole bunch of gems that you've just shared with people then. So just wanted to say thank you. I love that you worked on yourself first. And one of the things is I've just finished, and it was a big project, just finished this audio program that I'm also going to turn into a book. It's called Master Your Mindset for Success. And in it, one of the strategies is talking about that, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, and the physical, and how they all interrelate, and how the physical is obviously, as we know, just the printout of the other three. Yeah. So the first place, if you're not getting the results you want to go to work, is within. Absolutely. Yeah. And then make the plan. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love that. I think it was, fantastic. And, one of the biggest things that I love that with the calls is because if you just make the call, the worst case scenario is a no, and you're no worse off. Yeah.
That's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
And go to the next one.
Absolutely. And that's one of the biggest things that I know, because I work with a lot of startup businesses, that stops them is that the fear of rejection, but the worst case scenario is a no. It's not personal. It's actually not got anything to do with you.
Great. No personal.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to say thank you, because I know people are going to get so much juicy pieces out of what it really takes to triple your business in 12 months. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. Yeah, thank you. So we're going to dive into the 6 big questions now. I love having these meaningful conversations and, with people that I really care about. So I'm looking forward to having this conversation with you. So the first question is really getting to the heart of some of the, more meaningful stuff. And so the first question is what do you see as the most pressing concern facing people on our planet today?
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Sure, not a problem. What is the most pressing concern or urgent concern that you see facing people on our planet today?
That's a good question. I think that, a lot of people now are doing things because of something else, not because of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like some people want to get rich, but they don't have the why for that.
Absolutely.
It's because they see that everybody is doing it, they should do that as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I've seen that quite a lot.
Me too.
People are not focused on themselves.
Absolutely. And how do you see that as a problem for people? Is what's the impact of that?
That they don't live fully.
Yeah.
They're not happy, and because they are living somebody else's life, not their own life.
Absolutely, and that's such a great point. Is people they never got clear on who they are and what's important to them. But I call it an externalized view. You look at everyone else and what they like. You're like, oh, maybe that's for me. Maybe that's for me. Maybe that's for me. But actually, their real answer's already in here. So I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Good. Next question is, what do you think that the world needs most right now?
I would say compassion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And why I say that is because since we changed our life, my wife and myself, we started helping more people.
Yeah.
Even in business and in personal life. And some people, they don't want to get their help. Or I don't know, I felt that they feel, okay, that's fine. I'm here if you need. That's it. That's what the way we do now. But yeah, I feel that some people, they don't have the compassion with others, and if we can help, each of us can help one person,
Mm-hmm.
it can make a huge difference in the world.
Oh, that's
Don't need to
beautiful.
change 10 people's life, one, and
Absolutely.
yeah, that's what I feel now.
Oh, I get that, and I know I feel that when you know you can help someone and they're not open and they're not ready or willing to accept that help, it's hard. I find it really hard because I just
Yeah,
want to give. I can't help myself, so I can totally relate to that. And it's having love and compassion and towards those people, and you sort of just love them anyway. And if when they're ready for that help, hopefully they'll come back and get it. So there's probably a few things that are impacting on that, but I know just wanted to share this. I know what that's like. I find that difficult still.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've learned that. So now, if you try to help someone and they don't want, that's fine.
yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
When they are ready, I'm ready for them.
I love that. Very cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, next question, real hardcore one, is what would you like people to say about you when you die?
That's a hard one. Really good question. But I thought about that a year ago, no,
Yeah.
almost a year ago in July last year,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to do an exercise based on that. And it is like, you know, he's a nice guy. He did his best. He was a family guy, a great
Yeah.
father. Yeah, I've changed a lot because I used to think, oh, people, they should miss me. But no, I told even my wife, she doesn't like when I say that, but I said, in my funeral, I want a party.
Yeah.
You know, I want people celebrating and talking good things about me. I don't want them crying, oh, we miss him. No,
Mm,
think it in a nice way.
absolutely. Celebrating a beautiful life.
Yes, indeed, because that's what it is. That's what I'm leaving now. So why, when I go from this place to another,
Yeah.
why they need to cry? No,
No.
thinking the good, the good things I've done. That's it.
Beautiful. Thank you. I love these questions because they get to the heart of what matters.
Yeah, it's hard. I promise you, it's
Yeah, but
yeah,
this is I love that, and getting back to the core of what matters is that you're a good guy, you did your best, and that you're a family man, that you really looked after your family. I think that really speaks volumes.
yeah. Thank you.
Absolutely. Next question is, what do you love most about what you do?
Um, helping people
Helping people.
because for example, yesterday my one of the guys that worked for me, he got sick and he couldn't go to work, and we had few viewings to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, you know what, I'll go myself and I'll do it. And the best thing was the tenant saying to me like, wow, you are helping four people.
Yeah.
If you do this deal that we are asking you, you are helping four people. I know that's true. I help people to find a nice place to stay.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I like doing. And when I train someone to do my business, I help them even more.
Absolutely.
And helping people is something that is really like you have a lot of pleasure doing that.
Absolutely. Totally agree. Cool. Thank you. Second last question is, what is the number one philosophy that you live your life by?
Philosophy. Um, okay, that I live. Don't do anything. No, don't do anybody things to. Don't do anything that you don't want people to do with you.
Oh, say that one
You know.
again. What was that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make the phrase, but treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yes.
Basically that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and if you leave that, you know, everybody. I mean, not everybody will like you, but you have a good life.
Absolutely.
You
And
can enjoy that.
I'm guessing also the real estate business or property investing, I'm guessing that's a real relationship industry as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Some people don't want if they if you don't do the deal, sometimes it's not because of money, it's because they didn't like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can happen.
Well,
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
the way it is in business as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, every business.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that. Last question, and this is one for those people that I know we've started to talk about a little bit, but the people who would like to live their passion, but for whatever reason they haven't started yet, what advice would you give them?
They haven't started the business.
They haven't started yet. They want to do something, but they haven't started yet.
Do it 100%. Do it. Just do it. You know, Nike created that
Yeah,
sentence for a reason. Just
absolutely.
do it.
Yeah,
And if you really, really believe on that,
yeah,
you know, you will achieve that. You will do it.
absolutely.
You know, but some people they do 90% or 99%,
No, 100%.
100%, and then you
Absolutely.
will succeed.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. It's interesting. I was having this conversation with my coach, and we were talking about this a little bit before about swimming, and he was asking me because in my performances in the pool, I've been extremely consistent of late, which is a really good sign. He's like, "What are you
Yeah.
doing?" And I said, "I got this piece of advice from he's a swimmer in Australia that I was training with, and I asked him about sprinting because I'm a sprinter, and he said, what was the one thing I asked him about it? He said, don't think." It's like, what? He
Don't
goes,
think.
don't
Yeah.
think. Just
Yeah.
do it.
Do
You
it.
know? And it's
Yeah.
so true is that people overthink things and then they never actually
Mhm.
start. But if you just
Indeed.
step, breathe, step. I love that. Just
Yeah.
do it. Take the action. Take the leap of faith. I think that's so powerful. It's getting people out of here and get them back into
Yeah.
their body so that they can take an action. I love that. So thank
Yeah.
you. Cool. And I have one extra question for you, just because that's
Yeah.
our asking the big questions section. Just about some advice for people who are starting out in investing with property. So advice for people who are, for whatever reason they've maybe got a couple of properties and they want to really, really develop their business in this industry. What would you recommend for them?
Um, Learn how to do that from someone that already did. Just
Mm-hmm.
follow the path of someone that is already succeeding, and and yeah, because what happened is people try to get into this business without knowing anything,
Yeah, I do
and
that in business as
it
well.
is a risky. It is a risky, and then when you make a mistake, you lose money.
Yeah,
Simple as that. So find a mentor, learn from the guy, or learn from somebody else that understands about it.
yeah,
Don't listen to other people. Don't listen to people. Listen to someone that understands about it,
yeah, absolutely.
and then you can do it. And you copy and paste. It's as simple as that. You copy and paste what they do. It's gonna work for you as well.
Absolutely. And it's only
Yeah.
really that inner game. This is what I find. If you just do the actions that
And
lead to the result, you'll get the result. But it's the
indeed.
inner game that gets in the way of you doing those actions. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 It kind of, you let it get in
And
the way.
practicing. And practicing. I believe you cannot swim just once.
Yeah.
You need to do that quite often to get where you
Yes.
want.
Absolutely.
And you
Oh,
have a coach,
yes.
don't you?
Yes, absolutely. More than
That's the
one.
thing.
Yeah.
More than one, and that's the thing, you only succeed because you have coach that can help you, and you practice, and you get better
Absolutely.
every time.
I know,
So
it was really funny. People always think that I'm some kind of like special person because I was ranked top 10 in the world for my sprint butterfly events by the time I was 16 years old. It's like, no, when I was 8 years before that, when I was 8 years old, the event that I was ranked top 10 in the world, I was actually disqualified for because I couldn't get my arms out of the water. I couldn't actually do the stroke. So it's not like I
wow,
was innately talented at it. I just worked my
yeah,
ass off for 8 years.
yeah.
You
And
know?
people, they only see your success. They don't see what you've done to achieve that.
Absolutely, and I know you know that as
Yeah,
well. Yeah, so that's
indeed.
cool.
And then but it starts sometime. Like you said, stop thinking and do it.
Yes,
Remove your mind from your body and then act.
act. Love it. Thank you.
That's great.
So for
You're welcome.
people who are just starting out and they've got a couple of properties, having someone who's 43 and wanting to double your business as you were telling me in the next 12 months as well. if for people who are looking for that mentor, that guide, how could they connect with you to get to know you more and see how, you could work together to help them build their property portfolio?
Yeah, well, they can phone me, email me. You can pass my contacts to them. That's not a problem. I can talk to them.
Yeah.
And it's my experience. Maybe it's different for them. But what I suggest is that look for someone, and then, if you have 1 or 2 properties, and then you have someone that have 5, just ask them how they did.
Yeah.
Because there are different strategies in properties. People believe, property business is just one strategy. No, you have few different strategies, and then you should look for the one that works for you.
Yeah.
And then go for it.
Okay, cool. I love that.
So, but yeah, you can have my number. I don't know if you want me to say my telephone number.
What I'll do is, because we're putting this on we're putting this on the web, so what I'll do is I'll put our email address, support@tttcoachingsolutions.com, under the video. Yep. We'll put that up, and if you want, just say, hey, can you connect me with Leo, and I'll just forward it on, just to make sure we've got a filter there for you. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I'm more than happy to help. Yeah, if I can, for sure I will.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I just wanted to say thank you so much, Leo, for joining me, for asking the big questions and talking about what's meaningful. I know there's been a few gems in there that people are going to get some great value out of. Thanks for the very practical advice. Sum it up, just do it. Naki's onto something. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share that. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.